how to buy on AliExpress from our country. First, go to the top right where the flag is and look for our country. Then you can change the language. I'll keep it in English, and you can also change the currency. I'll leave it in US dollars. Now, I'll show you. Once the page loads, here's how to make a purchase. Now I'm going to show you step by step how to buy and what you need to keep in mind. As you can see, there are many products here, lots of deals, and in fact at the top we find even more. Actually, here we find a product deal, and we also see product categories here. But what we're going to do is pick a sample product, and I'll show you what you need to look at. First of all, let's choose a product at random. Let's pick this product over here on the right. It already appears here. And let's take a detailed look at everything. We need to keep in mind, first of all, on the left side, we should look at the photos to see if they really match the product description, which is this one right here. Always remember to pay close attention to the title of the product, because sometimes you can get confused. For example, they might be showing you this iPhone here, but it turns out they're not selling the iPhone, they're actually selling this battery. That's why it's important to tell the difference, since sometimes people feel scammed because they see one product in the images and receive another, but it's because they didn't read this part of the title. Then also remember that when we search for products within AliExpress, the moment we see the price, the lowest price appears. Available. What do I mean by this? When you go into the listing, you'll notice that if I, for example, change something here, like the color of the product or the specifications, you'll see that some options cost more than others. For example, this one here costs 15.22 and this one here is 16.18. That's why before knowing how much it costs, you need to specifically choose which variation or size of the product you want, so you can know what the final price is. Then once you've read and seen all of this, you'll be taken to the bottom where the reviews appear. And here, the important thing is that it has at least 4.5 stars, and ideally that it also has plenty of reviews. For example, in this case, it only has 15. I recommend a minimum of 30 or even 50 to be sure that real people are actually buying these products. Now we're going to click where it says see more, and here we're going to filter on this image icon so we can read and above all see real images of the products. Since the photos that appear at the top of the AliExpress page are, let's say, edited photos that look really good, whereas the photos here in the reviews are real photos from customers who have actually bought this specific product. So there we can see more for comparison, for example, next to a hand, what the specific size is on a table. And well, here we can see every detail of what it's really like. Once you've chosen the product you want, now we're going to move to the right side to make the purchase. Now here you need to be sure about the person who is selling it to you. What you can do is click on it and you'll go to the store or to the products that this person offers. What you can do is check here in this section how many positive or negative reviews they have overall, because this person doesn't just sell this product but several others as well, and obviously it's better if they have a generally positive review rating. Then this will appear depending on where you are. You just need to click on it, and here what you're gonna do is specifically choose the country. Then you'll choose depending on where you're located, and that's it. This applies here. Remember that depending on where you're located, here on the left side where the price is, it may include some taxes, also depending on your location. Then it appears here at the bottom. The shipping price in this case, it's completely free, but it doesn't include a tracking number. In other words, we won't be able to track the product to know where in the world it is, or whether it has already arrived in our city, or even if it has reached our home. That's why I recommend that you buy products that offer a tracking option. You just need to look for this when you select free shipping. It should show you if tracking is included. Then here it will specifically show the date when the product will arrive at your home or at the place you have chosen to receive it. After this, if you want, you can also change the quantity. You can choose as many products as you want, increase the amount here, and depending on what you need, you place your order. I'm going to leave it at 1 and click where it says buy now. When I click buy now, this screen appears. Here, my shipping address is displayed. It's censored because it's my personal address, but I can click here where it says change to adjust the address. to the place where I am located, then on to payment methods. Depending on where you are, different options will appear here. You can add a credit or debit card or some other payment methods. This already depends on your location, as I mentioned, and as you can see. Over here, there's an option for promotional codes. I leave one for you in the description if I can get access to it. And then here. In the summary, you'll see the product price and the shipping cost. This probably changed and increased because I chose just a single very cheap product. That's why I recommend that what you should do is go directly to any product here and add several items. And once you add multiple products, the shipping cost will likely decrease, which means it won't be so expensive. So what you can do is talk to friends or family members who want to order from AliExpress so you can place a single order together. That way the shipping cost will drop significantly. Or it might stay the same, but obviously since there are many more products, it's much more worthwhile to make the purchase. And once you've made your purchase here, you click where it says place order. And when you receive your tracking number, you'll come to this website called exactly as it appears above, 17 track. What you need to do is enter your order tracking numbers here and track them to see where your package is, whether it has arrived in your country, if it has reached your home, and keep a close eye to make sure your order actually arrives. Similarly, if the order doesn't arrive at your home or the place you chose, you can file a claim with AliExpress. And of course, they will refund your money. But for that, you have to pay close attention to the delivery date. Remember that it said the latest it would arrive was in May 5. So since it's May, what you should do is wait until that date. And when that date arrives, if your product from this seller still hasn't arrived, you need to file a claim to get your money back.